Okay, I don't know how well this is going to go, but first time using a different computer. Um, I did a healing today on a woman who has a very difficult relationship with her mother. Um, and I did a healing on the mother before also. Um, and the daughter is courageously doing her spiritual work. The mother believes that she is, but she keeps. I actually had to tell her I can't help her anymore because she wants me to tell her things that aren't true. One thing is there's a relationship in her life that's toxic and it's all about ego, and she wants me to tell her that that's her soulmate and twin flame, and um, she doesn't want to do the actual work, but she likes to wear like Om symbol jewelry and t-shirts and uh, lotus blossom earrings and things like that. So she uses, her spiritual path is more like accessories in her wardrobe. And I'm not judging her, I'm just making myself laugh. But anyway, her daughter, I mean, the shit hits the fan on this girl weekly, I want to say. She is, it's like when you're in that state, it feels like you fell on water skis, but you haven't let go of the rope and you just keep getting pounded and just dragged along behind the boat, taking on water in every orifice that you have. So that's where the daughter is. So my client, I'm going to call her the client from now on in this video. So this was an interesting healing because I often take people up to the fifth dimension and we look at their soul contracts with their parents, spouses, exes, children, what have you. So before we come in, this is my opinion, and from the work I do, this seems to be the way it is. But before we come in, we set up contracts, things to do with other souls. And luckily for me, I get to go up. There was a healer that I went to, and he said basically it's like I got the keys to the executive bathroom, so I can chaperone people and take them up to the fifth dimension where we can clear out, we can clear karma, we can clear contracts, prep for new stuff. And it's fast. In the fifth dimension, there is no hate. Everything is like love, and even just visiting there once or twice just changes you forever. When you can go visit a place where hate doesn't exist and you can have the most stressful, frustrating relationship that you can ever imagine, and then you work it out on the fifth dimension and you see the beauty in it, you see the gifts and the how much love there is. Actually, I think I'm going to talk about that in a second. So what happened with my client today, we had to gather all her basically no energy. Hold on. Okay. So for this client, we put all of her no energy in a big tent, and I let her describe the tent. We took it from all corners of her life, and then as she started to walk through it, so it's kind of like a journey. So I'm like a angel shaman type thing. So her grandfather, who's passed, came in. He was there, and he told her things she needed to hear, let's say. And when people who've passed say stuff, it's it's true. It has a power to it that's like complete truth. And she'd said, he's trying to tell me this. And I said, there's no trying. he's telling you exactly that, and it's the truth, and you can feel the power in it, and you can feel there's this like peacefulness about it. Okay. Going to intent. Okay. So we ended up, I'm skipping a lot, but, and then I'm going to go back to the room. But okay, so basically she ended up seeing her mom in the truth as far as like soul to soul. So basically my client and her mother contracted in this lifetime for certain things to happen, and the client had, you know, has been waiting for the mom to basically get on her soul path. So they were supposed to help each other. So my client actually, even though she was the daughter, she was the, let's say, more evolved, more advanced, stronger soul than her mom. And so she signed up to help guide her mother. So this is a good thing to keep in mind, that maybe your children, if you're a parent, maybe your children are the advanced souls, and maybe they're the ones teaching you and guiding you where your soul wants to be. And it could be too that your children and your children's souls and your soul piggyback, so you further each other each time. Okay, so back to this one. This was the most incredible thing. I've seen a lot of incredible things, but this was so incredible because this was the first time that I witnessed a soul, this client's soul, having to just say to the other soul, I'm out. You know, I can't wait any longer for you to evolve, basically. I've got to get a move on. So this client, she's not currently married, not dating anybody, and she's going to have 2 children. And so those kids, those souls came in the healing to basically kind of show her what she needs to be moving toward. So she got to meet her 2 kids in spirit form. And, and then she's in yoga teacher training. And so she got to see, it was kind of like a field of flowers that were lifting up, and all the flowers had little faces on them. So she, obviously she wouldn't know what that means, but it's all of the people who end up taking her yoga classes. So she has contracts with future souls, and if she keeps sticking around waiting for her mom to kind of get it and come from love instead of fear, then she's hosing the souls of her children and these yoga client type thing. Okay. What came out of her soul was so sorry that it had to basically abandon her mother's soul. That she had to say, I can't do this anymore. I've got to go. I'm sorry that I failed you. It was very cool. It was very, very cool that she had to just leave. And the way we got to give her perspective on why she had to do that was we brought the kids back in, the kids and the yoga clients. I'm guessing that's what it is, whoever else. So she could see, and then when she was facing her children and imagined her mother and her mother's boyfriend behind her, her instinct was to protect her kids. Like, I don't want my mother's negative energy, her lower evolutionary, her lower vibrational energy anywhere near these 2 like incredibly perfect treasures her kids. So by meeting her children in spirit, it gave her a perspective of how she's got to go. She's got to leave her mom in the past and then move forward. And there's a chance that her mom might finally find her way. Okay. Now I want to talk about this room. So what happened was, and I want to do this meditation with you guys. We ended up. She ended up in a room, and this happened sometimes in these healings. It's like like I said, it's like a journey. So I want to do this meditation with you, and it's quick and easy. Remember, yawning is clearing. So you can just close your eyes and just settle in. You can put your hands on your heart and just feel your body sink down into, if you're sitting, not if you're driving, of course, it goes without saying, or operating heavy machinery. Put your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale slowly through your mouth. Relax your eyes. Inhale slowly through your nose. Note the pause at the top of the breath and exhale slowly through your mouth. Inhale one more time through your nose. Notice if your breath is smooth or choppy. It is what it is. Just notice. And then slowly exhale through your mouth. And as you do, just drop your chin to your chest. And now you're going to roll your head to the left. Inhale back to the left. And exhale forward to the right. Again to the left. Inhaling back. Making a circle. Exhaling forward. Last time to the left. Inhaling back. And exhale forward. Okay. Now you're going to inhale to the right. Inhale back. Make a circle to the right. Inhaling back. And then exhale as you come forward. To complete the circle. Again to the right. Inhaling back. Drop your shoulders. Exhale forward. Last time. Inhale back to the right. And exhale forward. And just let your head gently move. However it needs to. And now if you can, in your heart, just say, I open now to receive healing in my highest best interest from Carla. I open now to receive healing in my highest best interest from Carla. You can say it again if you like threes. I open now to receive healing in my highest best interest from Carla. I want you to just think about this. There are bazillion videos on YouTube, and you found your way to this one. And I want you to give some gratitude to yourself for choosing this instead of some drama-filled something more feeding to your ego. So give yourself a little credit for staying on this video. Okay. Nice job there. Now you're going to focus in on your heart. Focus in on your heart. And you're going to look in your heart. Maybe you'll see an animal. Or maybe you'll just feel yourself moving forward. So you're going to just, at some point, you're going to start moving forward or floating, some kind of movement, until you find yourself in a room. So if there's an animal, follow it. You can look up. And if there is an animal, you should write those down later when you finish this. Because you can look up animals. There's 2 books I'll tell you about. If there's an animal, follow it. If there's a person who's passed, follow them. If Gandhi or Jesus or Mother Mary or Kuan Yin show up, or even some random looking person, you're going to follow that person. It could be your spirit guide. It could be an angel. It might be a beam of light. Okay. When you find yourself in a room, you're going to allow all the furniture, if there's any furniture, if there's anything in there, you could let it dissolve and disintegrate and leave, or you can ask the angels to come take it all away. We'll take all the furniture out. Even if there's something you like, you can recreate it later, but for now, just let the furniture go. Let all the furniture go. Is there a fireplace in the room? If there's not, you can put a fireplace in. Are there enough windows? Doors? Put the windows, doors, skylights in. You're going to let that room be cleaned completely, like stripped, taking all the color off the walls if there's color. You can make a fireplace out of bricks or stones or granite. You can make a hearth there. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. So you're going to let this room be cleaned, completely cleaned, washed clean. So the room should be completely empty, void of any furniture. Even the flooring, you can have that gone. Wash it clean. And then you're going to see new sheetrock or wood. Maybe you want wooden beams for a ceiling. Maybe you want a ceiling fan. Maybe it's a vaulted ceiling. And the floor, maybe you want carpet. Maybe you want parquet flooring or linoleum with a cool design. Or maybe you just want cement. Or you want sand, like beach sand. But it is a room. We're not just going to be at the beach right now. But you could make the beach inside the room. There. Okay. And if there's a fireplace, maybe you want to put 2 chairs in front. You don't want any more than 2 chairs that are the focal point of this room. No couches. So 1 chair that's for you. And you're the only one that sits in this chair. Okay. This chair represents your power. And you are the only one that sits in this chair. How do you want it to feel? Is it a rocking chair? Is it a overstuffed, high back, puffy chair with an ottoman? Again, it might be twice as wide as a normal ottoman, so you can cross your legs, put your legs out. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Don't try, just let this all happen. Get your chair, and then you're going to have a guest chair. You're going to see the guest chair. And that chair can look the same as yours, but it's different in some way. It's less special in a few ways, okay? Now, you can place a chair or some kind of a sitting apparatus in the corner, and that is for people who've passed, your family members who've passed, or for ascended masters that come to help facilitate conversations between you and the guests in this room. You're going to sit in your empowerment chair. This is your empowerment chair. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. And now in the room, you can put art, you can put diamonds, you can put all different gemstones, big, small, however you want. You can make the walls out of amethyst, the ceiling out of jade, whatever you like. You can put a rug in there. You can put art on the walls. You can change this room at any time. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. And from this room, you invite in one being at a time. So for instance, today we invited in if you smoke. So if there's a habit, so we invited in a being that represented the client's smoking habit. But maybe you have a relationship where you're emotionally blackmailed and you keep going back to that relationship. You're going to bring in, you're going to welcome in your guest, which is a being that represents a disempowering relationship or the disempowering relationships. You're not inviting in the actual person, you're inviting in a loving being of light who's taking on the spiritual job of helping you understand what is behind your choice to keep going back to a disempowering relationship. And you're going to just have that being in, sitting in the guest chair. If you can glance in the corner and see if any deceased relatives are there. Relax your shoulders. See if there's any ascended masters there. And notice what comes up. What's coming up in you? Is there anxiety? Is there nausea? What feelings are coming up in your physical body as you're joined by a being that represents this toxic relationship or all toxic relationships? What comes up? Don't identify with anything that's coming up. You are merely the watcher. You're observing from a witness consciousness. You observe what comes up in my physical body. You're not your body, and you're not your mind, but you have a body. You have a mind. My body is not me, but it's mine to use. Okay, so your feelings that come up in your body, you need to see them, acknowledge. And then if there's a fireplace, you can put them in the fireplace. You can let me sweep them out. Keep watching. Now you can have a conversation. Now your mind, you're going to keep your focus. Energy focus is in your heart. That's where the answers come, not your mind. You may ask this being questions. Why do I keep choosing to go back to this relationship? You know what questions to ask. Have a conversation with this being. Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Now with your hands over your heart, ask this being, what changes should I make in my highest best interest? What changes, what choices should I make in my highest best interest? Relax your eyes, jaw, and shoulders. Energies in your heart. listening without judgment. You can come to this room anytime. You ask your guest to leave. That being loves to serve you in this way. And you can reground into your empowerment chair and just feel what it feels like. No one else sits in this chair. You can change your room at any time, add more windows, more fireplaces. Okay, I'm going to leave this one at this point. You can keep going if you'd like. Thank you. Love you. I hope this helps.